Hello. 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 Hit. Hello. Hit. Yeah, sorry. Almost didn't make it. I gotta call John real quick here. Let's get him in here. Calling. Hello, Jonathan.
Well, hello.
It's Jonathan. So,
Jonathan.
I may or may not have been trying to beat a boss before I got in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a real tight race. And I thought I had plenty of time because it was like, I started like a half hour ago. And I'm like, all right, I'm good. But it's that big slug burrower boss toward the end of Act 6. And he's the one that like makes the pits and you can't pass through him. You have to go around the pits. Anyway, total dick. And he takes forever to chew apart.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, he sucks.
I must not have gotten stuck on him.
I got hardcore stuck on him. I may have been, maybe it's my build. I don't know. I finally beat him though. So I beat him like 30 seconds before I looked up and I went, oh shit, it's like 11. So we're right on time, everybody.
Hey, I understand. You got to get your Diablo in when you can.
We got Diablo problems. 100 problems and Diablo is one, as the famous song goes. All right. Let's do this. Oh, it's starting. Okay, 54 seconds, they say. Oh, I got to share this with you, right?
You're at 54 seconds till it starts?
Yeah, let me...
I want to try and sync up as best we can.
Okay, try that. I can send it to you as a camera, which may or may not be helpful. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
Right now I can hear it, so yeah, if I could see it through your end, that would be
there.
really good.
Do you see that?
Yeah. 21, 20.
Yeah, we're
19.
right on the same deal if you want to watch it.
We're on the money.
Yeah. And that's 1080p.
Okay,
It should look good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks great. This is great. And then I don't have to try and pretend like we're synced up.
right. Like the old days. Remember the olden times? Oh man. Whew. Oh, they're just gonna jump right in. We're gonna get some let me make sure our volume's good and then these lines will go away.
Xbox Game Studios
presents Phil Schiller.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
There we go, right there.
Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, it's IT crowd guy.
What do I think about heroes?
It's Moss.
Well, we've all seen them.
Put him in
haven't we?
this game.
Swanning about the place.
Yeah.
With their disproportionately high cheekbones.
Fable 4.
Massive weapons.
My guess.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they?
If this isn't Fable, I'll eat a
every single night.
A toenail.
Matching Fable's tone for sure.
Yeah. I'll eat one of my toenails if this isn't Fable.
With veg.
That's my promise to you.
Side of things. Just look at them. Not wafting around mythical creatures. That's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment.
I like the tone of this. I'm getting D&D movie vibes.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Unless this is just like... Fable's not about giant bosses, is it? And tiny people.
No, it's starting to be not Fable. Oh.
Ah, it's Fable!
Oh no, there it is.
Are they just going to straight up call it Fable? Is that the deal?
I guess.
I think they're just going to reboot it. Call it Fable.
She killed Moss.
Yep, Moss is dead. Long live Moss.
I gotta say that trailer was legitimately it actually made me chuckle.
Yeah.
was all right.
I look forward.
But
to
I am curious about it because that feels very. It started like, oh yes, this is Fable, and then it very quickly became, oh, this isn't Fable.
Yeah.
Right at the time for them to confirm this is Fable.
This is Fable, exactly. I mean, I'm getting, obviously it's Jack and the Beanstalk references there, but it's like they're doing their own thing with it. And is he really a boss, or is they just make that bit up? Oh, look at these fingers. These are gross.
Death don't have no mercy in this land.
Okay, whatever this is, I'm in. I like this kind of bullshit.
Death don't have no mercy in this land. He'll come to your house and it won't stay long. You look in the bed and somebody be gone.
Some kind of teenage girl
Death don't have no mercy
and a rabbit
in this land.
and a guy who's undead, sort of.
Shaking bones. Been a while.
Look at this. Look at this Spider-Verse like frame rate going.
You remember that favor you owe me?
Apparently, we're all about big people
I'm looking
Yeah.
for a creature.
this year.
Huge, sneaky.
Is this the year of huge people?
teeth
Yep.
like knives?
It's like those years we have crossbow. Everyone's got a bow.
No. Well, hey, how about you guys? No?
Yeah, that's the woodland
Nobody?
creatures.
Yep.
Not helpful.
Oh boy. I like Southern Gothic horror though. I'm into that.
Yeah, that's another good
Sneaky.
vibe.
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Yeah. Tone's good. South of Midnight.
I mean, I have no idea what that is, but I liked the trailer for it.
Yeah, I'm
I
curious.
feel like that's gonna be a theme. So far, we're 2 for 2 on. I have no idea what that is,
Yeah.
but I liked the trailer.
I like what you're doing. I like what you're bringing. What if that's based on something? Like a comic or something. Something's familiar about that last thing.
These are dangerous times.
Massive
least
entertainment.
that's what
Holy
I-
shit.
There's another giant. 3 giants in a row.
The Empire?
Look at these huge shit. Oh, it's it's the Star Wars game from Ubisoft. We finally get to hear what this is. You go to big towers and it opens up a whole part of the map.
You got your Han Solo in the carbonite.
Yeah, you got your oh. You got that guy from the third movie. Can't think of his name. Nubian Nub or whatever his name was.
Neon Nub.
Yeah.
I have to play their game.
Oh, we got some card sharking, a little bit of alien cheatery going.
Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
One second,
This is
thought.
clearly pre-rendered. Oh,
That guy was just ready for fight. He's
Yep.
just waiting. Something touches me, I'm fighting.
Yep. You put a pick guard in a bar, you're done. Ooh, she threw a thermal detonator back there. Although it never made any sense to call them thermal detonators because
I've been held back my whole life.
they're just grenades.
Yeah, well, they don't have grenades in Star Wars. They have thermal detonators.
Yeah, but they should have a detonator that blows the thing up as a separate device. You know?
If they came to our universe, they'd be like, why you call them grenades? They're thermal
Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, Kay.
Is he
Get off
saying
my
K
ship,
like
J-Lo.
okay or
Give me a chance.
her name's K?
You're gonna have to trust me.
I'm here to help you, K.
Dangerous, risky.
Okay.
But if you pull this off,
Okay.
you'll never look over your shoulder again.
All right, we got some.
I gotta have a Rancor. It's not
Yeah.
a Star Wars game unless you put in a Rancor.
That's a rule. That is like a rule, isn't it?
There's a lot of Rancors in Star Wars games.
Yeah.
But it's a big galaxy out there.
Yeah, it's a big
And
one.
I'm gonna risk it all.
Ooh, I like her little boxy ship.
Yeah.
Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, finally get a little taste of that. 2024. X and S, probably everything else, but they don't say it.
I feel like I have a better idea of what that game will be than the first two trailers.
Wow.
But again,
Fable,
a very nice
South of
trailer.
Midnight, Star Wars Outlaws. Welcome to our first ever double feature, the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by
I want
a
that
deep
thing
dive
she's standing
into one of the
on.
most important RPGs
That big old Xbox
made.
logo. I want that in my
You
house.
think you think it
Gaming
rotates?
is the
I
most
hope it
powerful of all
rotates.
entertainment. It
I need it in my
transports, it
living room whenever I
challenges,
want to
it
make a
connects
point
us.
to the
And it's
family.
just incredibly and awesomely fun.
Get on it and be like,
That is
now
why
let me
Team
tell you
Xbox is
why
committed to building
not
the greatest
asking
place to
before
play.
taking something
By
out of the
partnering
fridge
with
is
the
a
most
problem.
ambitious of game creators, and by unleashing the power
It's your
of the
stage
gaming
for rule
community,
dissemination.
enabling all of us
Yeah.
to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The
While she's talking, I'd
we
just like
have
to
for
say
you
thank you to
today
the chat
is
for being here
just
for us today. I
incredible.
appreciate having you here.
These are the works of the very greatest
John and I will do our
creative
best
teams
not
from
to do the
around the
mess
world.
or
We made this
record
show
any audible
for
farts,
you,
that sort of
the
thing.
largest, most engaged,
I
and
really
globally
try
diverse
not
fan
to.
base
I
in
kind of have to go to
Xbox
the bathroom,
history.
so I'm going to try not to
You
fart because
are
I'm
the
worried of
heart
what it
and
might
soul
become.
of Xbox.
Well,
Your
it's usually
passion drives
it
us,
portends
and you are the
of worse
inspiration for
things.
the visionaries
You
for
know?
the games we
So,
showcase
I don't
today.
want to mess on
From
my
me
hands.
Yeah, I agree.
And all of the team at Xbox, thank you.
I don't even know if we're allowed to
This
co-stream,
next
but
game
we're
is from
winging it
Thunder
today. We don't know.
Lotus, the
We don't even know.
award-winning studio behind
Doing it.
Spirit
We're
Fair.
asking for
We've gone
forgiveness,
back
not
to
That's
their
right.
combat
That's
roots
right.
with an
Take that,
amazing
robot
co-op
AIs that are going
raid-focused
to
action
scan me
game
as
that
I
is
do this.
Uniquely theirs. All right, everybody.
Thunder Lotus.
It's time.
That's what the situation would be if I forced a fart. I'd have a little thunder.
Thunder Lotus. I played bass for them for a few years, but they kind of fell apart toward the end. So it was kind of a bummer. Long live Thunder Lotus. What do we got here? Some kind of top-down business? Thunder Lotus.
Was that it?
No, there's more.
Okay. We live in a world where sometimes that's enough.
I think the developer is Thunder Lotus.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
the game's not Thunder Lotus?
Well, it might actually be Thunder Lotus.
We live in an age, too, where Thunder Lotus could be both the name of the game and the...
It's a good point. Thunder Lotus could be anything at this point, including the description of your fart preview.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, little 33-player co-op. Excuse me.
It's perfect for core.
Wow. 33-player co-op raids.
A lot of co-op.
Face the wrath of God. Oh,
I do that every day.
every day. Doing
It's
it
called
now.
2023 living.
Wow, it's a lot of
Now,
people.
here's the thing. 33-player co-op, not individual loot. Shared loot experience.
Shared loot. No, you have to roll for it. That'd be funny. 33 Immortals. That's the name.
Okay.
It's made by Thunder Lotus. I think they overdid the logo of Thunder Lotus and not enough on the name of the game. That's just my own personal take. That looked kind of interesting. I don't know what. It probably scales. Probably do 5 of you. I think.
All right, guys, it's a simple job.
Oh yeah, dude. I love this first game. We never talk about it, but the first.
That looked like Robert Downey Jr.'s eyes.
Or not. Maybe it is. Sorry, the second game. The second in this series is one of the funnest games, and that no one ever talks about.
Really?
Hugely-
Well, I mean, I think the thing is like, obviously people play it. They made multiple of them. It feels like every time they do a collection of game trailers, this game gets shown in some way. Like,
Yeah, and
there's
it's
a new
always
Mask DLC.
it's always in top 10 concurrent Steam lists. Like people still play it a ton. I just feel like no one talks about it.
I don't know really much about it. I never played it.
Oh, it's very
one
fun.
of-
It's a heist
It's just
game.
one of those like co-op games.
It's a
and
co-op heist game. So think of it as like Heat, the movie Heat, except you're trying to rob banks with video game people.
Okay.
I think that's why I'm drawn to it, because I'm a big fan of heist as a genre. I love heist movies.
Yeah.
I just love them. I just watched Inside Man again. Man, that movie, dude. Inside Man is so good.
What role would you want if you were doing a heist?
The robbers. I want to be robbing shit.
I meant what job on the team?
Oh, on the team.
Robbing.
Oh, I want to be...
Naturally, John, I would want to be stealing the money. What am I supposed to be doing?
No, this is a good question because you have all the stereotype roles, right? I'd want to be the really technical guy who can like drill into the safe and know when to stop and like listen for clicks and all like that guy.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy.
I can't stop thinking about like, hey, if there was a heist going on, who would you want to be? Like the robbers.
I want to be the guys robbing the place.
I don't want to be the teller. I don't want to be the guy in there to, deposit some money. That has to lay on the floor.
Oh, what do we have here? Some anime bullshit.
Oh, this is some Persona.
Yeah, this looks
there.
Persona as hell. Is it a remake of a three?
This looks like a remake of 3. I think.
You know what I struggle with the Persona games? The games I think are actually really good, and I'm kind of tempted to play 5 finally.
Yeah.
But the UI and the menus for these games drive me crazy.
See, I really like the UI and the menus.
I don't know what
it's
it is.
very stylish. I think 4 had the best. 4 had a really
Oh, it is 3.
kind of quasi-retro feel to its UI that I liked. Because it was all supposed to take place in the television,
Right.
But Persona 3 is the one where they all put guns to their heads and shoot themselves.
Yeah, that's the remakey here.
That's the edgy one.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like, we're going to commit suicide to enter the world of fighting shit. And,
I played that.
oh, we got some Assassin's Creed, I'll bet. Oh, maybe Skull and Bones. No, maybe...
No, not Skull and Bones. That game's never coming out.
What do we got here? Oh,
Well, he was not prepared.
Obsidian. Oh, shit.
Obsidian.
People don't
They
like
do.
you very much, do they?
I know what this is. This is that, the one I want to play the most.
To the living land.
The most.
The one they
in the
barely
whole
showed
world.
off. The first person one. Avowed. Legit excited.
This looks good.
Dude, Obsidian makes no shit. I'm so excited.
To investigate some plague.
Name a bad Obsidian game. You literally can't do it.
Be corrupting our very souls.
I mean, I probably could. I'd have to pull up a list.
You'd have to really try hard for real. I don't think it'll be easy.
But the truth is,
Even the games that aren't in your genre.
you scare us.
Oh, dude, Avowed. Look at the magic.
I can't tell if chat is trying to mess with you by naming what they think is bad Obsidian games.
New Vegas. Oh, they're just trying to be dicks. New Vegas is the greatest game ever made. You gotta be kidding me. They're just being trolls. They have to be. Did they make Alpha Protocol? I don't remember that.
Destroy us.
If they made that, then maybe that's a problem. Neverwinter Nights 2, is that them?
I think the world and the art style looks cool. The fighting looks a little like bad Elder Scrolls-y. I have some concerns there.
Well,
There's not a lot of impact on the hits. It's a lot of like I'm wiggling my weapon and stuff's dying. But I think everything else about it looks cool.
this is high and heavy on my radar. Very, very stoked. I want it sooner than that, though, because I'm going to die. Just kidding. I'm not really going to die. Well, I hope I don't. Let's hope I make it through 2023. That'd be
I
great.
hope I don't die.
Yeah, I'd like to be alive for this. Okay, Neverwinter Nights 2 wasn't great, and Alpha Protocol was not great either, but that's because they were getting hired by shitty studios to make shitty afterthoughts.
Rare is making a Lucasfilm game.
Yep, they're making a deep... Oh, I'll bet it's a crossover.
Oh, this is Monkey Island business. Sounds like.
Yeah,
Oh, this will get me to play Sea of Thieves.
of course it will. Guybrush Threepwood bullshit.
It's Monkey Island. Actually, that's Melee Island.
There it is. The Legend of Monkey Island. Sea of Thieves.
Welcome to the Scum Bar, the most notorious tavern.
You know what I want this game to do? Make it way more single-player friendly. I'd play it every day.
It's got Murray.
Yeah, Murray's in it.
Is right for you. A big ship, a luxury
Stan?
ship, a ship with just a
Only you would know
splash
these
of je ne
names.
sais quoi.
Well, yeah, my D&D character's named after that guy.
I know.
mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs.
Same voice.
So I
It
see
is.
you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood, the legend of Monkey Island.
Guybrush has seen better.
He's seen some shit, John. Do you agree with me or no? These games should be more single-player friendly. I like the co-op, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I want to just lose myself in this world, and I can't do it very well alone.
You need these.
I would literally play it all the time if I felt like I could have more fun on my own.
From the sea of thieves, you know.
That looks
Rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
Yeah.
Got it. They got all the references, man. They are all there.
They nailed it. 20th.
They nailed it.
All right.
Perfect.
John's back in July. Watch for it.
I love Monkey Island so much, Scott.
I know. It's
So good.
20 things.
It created the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
I mean, tonally, it's hard to deny its impact, right? Like that more fun swashbuckler kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Uh-oh. Flight simulator. Prepare to be bored out of your mind. You ready?
No, I can see my house.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, I live by a volcano I did not know was erupting.
Oh, you can go put out fires. Is this a hint to Canada? Is that what's going on? Hey, Canada. Here's a little trailer for you. These games are so technically impressive. They're barely games, but they're so mind-blowingly accurate and insane that I have nothing but respect for this. But I can't play it. It's just not my thing. Like, you'd think I would like it because it's the ultimate in chorecore, but what people forget is chorecore for me needs gamification beyond realism. Like, if I'm going to farm, I want it to be kind of goofy and cartoony. If I'm going to move stuff, I want to have game mechanics, and it's more important to me to have mechanics in it than it is to replicate reality.
Don't they have like arcadey controls now?
There is an option for that, yeah, but your goals are still make sure to get this plane landed in Alaska before 4. Like, it's still just, you know, I know you can just explore if you want and all that, and that's all good. Like I say, nothing but respect. It's hard for me to find the game. Although that looks kind of gamey right there.
Air racing.
Yeah, you get like a Fortnite player in there. That's weird. He was a little cartoony compared to the world.
Scientific research, experimental flight. Look at all the stuff you can do.
Executive transport service.
Executive transport service. You get to fly a plane while you hear a bunch of bullshit behind you and try to ignore it.
You hear somebody saying nasty things to the on-flight air lady and then talking about crypto for 3 hours. What a horrible job that would be. Oh, deserts. John? Oh,
Great.
This is that Dune game. Legit excited about this. Oh, no, this is not the Dune game. This is just coming to Flight Simulator. All right. All right, well, I'm in on this then. I'm playing this.
Oh, they mapped Dune. It's Zan.
Yeah, look, it's Arrakis. It's one of the ornithopters. I'm in.
I'm gonna say this. Like, obviously Dune is very popular. I have never read the book. I have never seen a movie. I know absolutely nothing about Dune. But so as a result, all I will say is from the outside looking in, Dune looks like the most overhyped thing for no reason in the entire world.
You are missing out on possibly the greatest science fiction novel ever written.
I understand this. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm saying that without context, Dune looks like people get excited for sand and
Melina here,
sandworms.
speaking to you from
And
our
they're like, oh my
performance
god,
capture
it's
stage at
mind-blowing.
Ninja Theory, where we have just wrapped our shoots for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Oh, she's the one that did the
When we
demo
first
for
showed
the.
gameplay for Hellblade 2. It was a look at some of
She's the
game's
voice actor and face
cinematic
actor for the
immersive
Senua
action,
lady, but
where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll
but she
on the
did that
Icelandic
demo for the
coastline.
iPhone to video game conversion on Unreal. Remember that?
Like a giant.
Today, we're taking
Oh my
a
gosh,
deeper
the
into
theme is
Senua's
giants.
story, her personal
You
quest,
called it,
a
dude.
unique perspective
I'm
of the
good at
world,
locking
and the
in.
intimate
I
journey
can
that
identify the
Senua's
year's
saga.
theme real quick.
What you'll see today is all captured by the team on
Big
Xbox
people.
Series X.
Expect an Attack on Titan game to be announced as well.
I love her voice. She could just read to me at night. I don't mean that in a creepy way.
Could she?
I mean, she
She
would
should be so lucky, Scott.
She can feel them slipping through her soul, following the threads of
Man, that would suck. What she's in right now is literally like a nightmare of mine.
Yeah.
Like if all of a sudden she couldn't move forward and then something pinned her legs, you're talking about the most frightening thing in the world to me.
Is that's your big phobia, big getting stuck? You could never go caving or something, right? Like those.
No, that
spelunker
terrifies the shit out of me.
people. Yeah, I don't like it either.
It kind of it like goes back to childhood. Like I remember going down one of those like all enclosed like tube spiral slides, and there were some kids that had like stopped themselves in the middle.
Yeah.
And so I was going down, and all of a sudden I stopped, and I couldn't go down further. And then someone came in behind me.
Yeah.
And I got stuck between two sets of kids, and the kids that were blocking it were refusing to move.
Yeah.
And it just started to get hot, and I couldn't move anywhere, and I just remember screaming until all of a sudden I was out of there. I must have screamed so loud that the kids were like, Jesus, we're getting out of this, we're getting out of this slide.
That is
But,
something that will stick with you for a very long time.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like, I'm literally sweating just telling that story.
That's proper.
It makes me that uncomfortable.
That's proper PTSD right there.
Yeah.
So you can't watch the movie The Descent, can you?
No.
I love that movie, but it's the reason I love it is because I'm not in it. You know.
Happy to.
Yeah,
feel
even
that
if
way about a lot of movies.
it's actually quite a good movie, but I like it because it's not me dealing with it. And a video game version of that is a big no. Even if someone bought it, I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
So I didn't. This is a big shame mark for me. I've heard nothing but just universal praise for the first game. I just have never played it, and there's no
yeah,
reason.
I'm the same way. I haven't played it.
I own it
Heard
on
it was
Steam.
great.
Yeah.
I don't think I own it.
I
I
own
at
it-
least have an extra layer of excuse that you don't.
I own it on Steam, and I have it on. Obviously, Game Pass has it, but I just have never. I've heard nothing but just praise. So I kind of am curious. Plus, this girl's in it who has this voice that I like.
Oh, but now chat's saying it's on Game Pass, so I'm back to not having it.
Yeah, it was the first one's on Game Pass, and this will be as well. So I think they bought the studio. I think. This really is pretty. I mean, in a dark way, but Diablo color palette that you love so much.
It's yeah. I mean I don't know.
You're gonna laugh at me on Thursday
Why?
because I played something you're gonna laugh at. I won't even tell you yet.
Okay.
Just be prepared to laugh. You're gonna think I'm turning into something I hate.
We've come so far.
It's hard to explain. I don't want to give it away until we do the show.
Okay.
I am here. Now. What if we get lost forever?
So her whole thing is this is like the 800 AD or something, or BC or something.
She is ready.
And she's crazy or something.
I don't think she's crazy. I think the game was an analogy for mental illness, is what I heard. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't played it. I need to play it. Chad, I did not play tower defense and I'm about to turn around on it. Okay, that is not what Thursday will be about.
I mean, they suggested it, and I was like, maybe that's it, but I didn't.
Definitely not it. 100% not it. Oh, we're at the beach. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I love him.
guy.
The turn-based one is so good. Those Yakuza games need more of that, please.
They're all. I like all the Yakuza games, but yes, the turn-based one is way better.
Oh, man bum.
He's absolutely naked.
Yep, man bum. Video game man bum. If they do another one of these turn-based, sign.
Is he in the United States? Is
I
that
think-
what this Yakuza game is going to be? Is him in the U.S.?
I don't know, but that crab is hiding his crabs. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh my god! A stranger!
Seriously, what gives?
He hasn't figured it out yet.
This is so like a Yakuza game to do, though. Just spend a bunch of time doing something silly. Oh my gosh, he's slow. Infinite wealth? All right, if it's turn-based, you sign me up. If not, then I'll probably pass.
I think it is. I believe they like the Like a Dragon is now a proper spin-off.
Okay, because that combat is so fun.
I loved Like a Dragon. I need to revisit it. It kept being one of those I'll stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
Appalachia. What
This
a
feels
sight.
Fallout-y.
A wonderland of promise plucked from post-atomic blight. The fruit of
Yep.
years of prudent progress and determined reclamation.
So what are they doing
and
here?
15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination.
The Cartoon Network
From the heart of
series.
Virginia to the
Adult
depths of
Swim
the
presents. I'd watch that, by the way.
No matter
Well,
if you
76
roam
shit.
alone or spend your time
76
with
is
friends,
apparently a
enjoy
really
home
polished,
in
awesome game now,
Appalachia,
but
where the
man,
good times never
that
end.
thing launched so
There are
bad.
relics to uncover
And that's
from
what
a
everybody
time
says,
before the war,
but,
along with
you know,
loads of friendly folks to
Those
meet
are all
and
people
enemies
that give
galore.
games a second
Our world is
chance.
always
Yeah, those.
changing. Greater foes
I
are
do that
always
occasionally,
growing.
but
We embark on
sometimes
expeditions into thrilling
I don't know.
new
Not everybody's No
unknowns.
Man's
From
Sky where I will give it
Appalachian
that much
settlements to Nuka
love.
World on tour. You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss.
Gamers
Put
are very
your rat
unforgiving
shield
too,
on
generally
and
speaking.
Fix your hair up pretty because we're headed for the boardwalk of
I tried to-
Oh, Scott.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought they were gonna go to New Vegas.
No.
Atlantic City.
They're going to shitty Vegas, is what it is. Because Atlantic City's not nearly as cool.
Well, Scott, I hate to tell you, but that's exactly how I felt about Vegas and New Vegas. I was lured in by the promise of exploring post-apocalyptic Vegas, and then it was 4 loading screen tiny areas, and it sucked.
And it was a ton of desert. But I
A
love
lot
that
of
game.
loading screens. It was like, oh, here's one building, and if you want to go through here, here's a gate. with
And
a
you'll
loading
load for
screen.
12 minutes. Yeah, that game deserves better. Actually, play it now, and loading times are nothing. They're very fast.
That's not about the time. I wanted to explore a sprawling that did not exist.
Yeah, that's a fair point. To
They
me,
should remake it. I would be all for.
I would be all for a remake. And now that Microsoft owns Bethesda and Obsidian, you have no excuse not to remake it. Literally, the two IPs, the two developers, the two everythings are right there. Make the game.
This looks good. Like if you like hands.
Well, if you're into really gross alien hands and kaleidoscopes and little Chinese
I do
ladies,
like kaleidoscope. Underrated toy kaleidoscopes.
I liked it
You
as a
look
kid.
through it, it's wild.
Yep. Whoa.
All right, we got Genji.
Dude, look at all the hands that happen with Genji. More hands. I want an MMO to look like this and move like this. The whole MMO just constant, just Dude, shit. What is that?
Gross wall.
All right, I think it is an unbiased opinion that at the very least, this presentation so far is way more original and interesting than PlayStation's was. This is the kind of stuff I expect out of a PlayStation event, to be honest. Like this sort of thing I used to associate with Sony entirely. And I used to love that about them. It's like, oh, they're doing the weird stuff. They're breaking rules. They're doing weird shit. And I feel like this is way more of that. And Sony's was just like, here's a bunch of third-party games. Path of Goddess. Sounds like a mobile game. Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S. Okay. I don't know much about that. We'll see.
I mean, it's these little messages that pop up that I do appreciate. Although I will note that it's still not 100% clear. Like, I still feel like this could end and you'd find out half the stuff is coming to PlayStation as well.
It's true. They don't. They need to say exclusive without so that I understand.
And Cadillac.
Forza something or other.
V-Series.R elevates Cadillac's competitive spirit to a whole new level with its thunderous V8.
Welcome to Forza
hybrid power.
Motorsport.
The legendary
How do you
Corvette
feel about
has been a celebrated
You like a
champion
car?
for decades.
You like feeling like
The
you
all-new Chevrolet Corvette
want
E-Ray
to realistically
continues that
drive the
tradition.
car.
General
Well,
Motors
good
is
news.
proud
I
to usher
like
in
my
a new
cars
era of
like I like my
competition
women.
with the
Affordable and
innovators
getting
behind
good
the new
gas mileage.
Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths and technical excellence
I
and
expected.
sophisticated modern
Call me a
design
racist, okay?
to take bold steps into the
I
future
expected them.
and bring
Don't
that
dig
experience
this
to
hole
games.
Let me tell you what I was going to say. I'm going to just tell you how my brain works. He walked out, and I immediately expected subtitles
and the Corvette E-Ray
and a Japanese developer
to the
talking
home
about the cool
of
shit they're making.
competition.
And he didn't do that. And that's on me. It's on me, not him.
It's on you, yeah.
Yeah, it's totally on me.
All right. Well, you put down the shovel and just.
This is more about this car, commercial for this new car than it is about it being in the game, I think. 'Cause this is
I mean, that's the way they always do it. Like, that's just car game announcements now. Like, they bring out some car, and they're like, this is the revolutionary car that somebody built, and there's only 6 of them, and this is one, and it's one that you'll be able to get your hands on in the new racing game we're putting out. Look at how detailed it is.
Yep. Well, racing games are pretty now, though. Look at that. That looks like real business to me.
We have an update from chat. Bo just hit level 90.
Oh my lord, 10
He's
levels.
got 10 levels to go.
I believe in him, truly. Yeah, we're letting him focus on his game today. You know, letting him. He's not even streaming it, or is he streaming again?
He might. I saw him streaming today. I think he may have just taken yesterday off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, people are saying he's got work tomorrow. Oh yeah, because he only took the 1 week off. He thought 1 week would be more than enough.
I think it is a little surprising how deep the game goes in levels and how long it takes. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just am surprised because in 3 you were level cap and Paragon 100 by midnight.
Elder Scrolls. This is an online business. This is your
Probably
MMO?
ESO. Yeah, there's a cool dragon, so it must be.
What's the story of that dragon? What's his name?
He's really cool. He's got a big backstory. It goes real deep into dragon lore and history.
Yeah, what's his name?
Bartholomew the Light, I think. And then these lizard fellas here.
Yeah, what's their deal?
I don't know.
I feel disconnected from.
This is that new expansion. They got a new class, which seems interesting. As a fan of this game, I'm interested. I do wish their expansions were free.
I wish this game was free.
I wish this game cost nothing.
I want to play nothing.
I want to pay $0 to play it.
If I just pay. Where are we now?
This is the new zone, which I don't remember, but it's tied to
the Stoned Archipelago.
I don't remember. Still one of the best theme songs
That's
for any
supposed to be a dragon? What's that?
No, that's some kind of demon lord. He's standing on feet.
Protect the secret. Save Tamriel.
I would put the theme song right up there with the greatest of all time, though.
I mean, the Elder Scrolls theme song is absolutely.
It's amazing.
Iconic.
Necrom, and they keep making it cooler. Shadow over Morrowind. I wonder if that's
CSIS Unit 37.
maybe that's the deal.
Toronto is under attack.
Oh no, Toronto. What are we gonna do?
Null sector.
Oh, is this Overwatch?
Are they gonna try to pretend that Overwatch is gonna have a story?
Yep.
Most of the city and they're rounding
Here
up
comes.
They need our help.
The video team got right on it, dude.
Surprise, we canceled PvE mode just so we could do a trailer suggesting we have PvE in it.
Oh no, we're taking a bath. Can someone on the video team work up a story? Quick!
A new adventure awaits. There's gonna be a payload. You're gonna push it.
Yeah.
The other team is going to try and stop you from pushing it.
I mean, they did say they're gonna still have their stupid. What are they? Not stupid. What are they called? The
No, it's stupid.
What is it called though? They have
You
a
were
thing.
right the first time.
There's a name for it.
Events chat saying Overwatch 3. Overwatch 3, we want to change the payment model again.
Flashpoint game mode. What's that?
I mean, for all the updates they did for 2, they can call it whatever they want at this point. Like,
Hero Mastery is no interest to me. Co-op events. Okay, events are dumb. They're just repeatable and they're not really. They're not the PvE I was looking for. What? What? That left me
Are
limp.
they gonna end this with Overwatch 3? Because there's a part of me with like what their a new adventure begins.
New character too. There in a little tease.
Shall we do this together? Fight with me.
Engaging.
Remember how we put new people in the game?
I saw that.
Do you remember these? Oh.
Oh, a starter pack. A way to give them money.
Yeah. That depressed me. I didn't like any of that.
No, I'm extremely bitter towards Overwatch. You're not gonna get any good commentary from me on that. I think they screwed over their fans, and honestly, I think they screwed over their game. I think Overwatch 2 is in the long road to death at the moment right now.
Do you think so? This Persona tactics, this is sort of interesting. They briefly showed this somewhere else. Game Fest, I guess? I don't remember where I saw this. But I think it's a Persona Tactics game.
Yeah, I mean, this is Persona 4 characters and stuff.
I'm legit interested in this. I love a tactics game. I didn't even talk about it on Core, but I played a bunch of Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy Advance
Unfortunately, returning
last week.
no easy feat. Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things.
How do you feel about that cat, Scott?
In this style, I'm okay.
Okay.
I like this style.
As soon as it becomes more realistic, that cat becomes a problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, immediately. Whoa, 11/17. That's not a significant date. I'm just saying that out loud for no reason.
11/17.
PST? Persona Tactics. That's cool. If you like tactics, then I think that looked great. It still has the UI issues that bug me, but whatever. Oh, Desert. John?
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge.
Oh, Starfield. Okay, so this is just the beginning. This is just a teaser for what they do after this, though.
The wonder is,
Yeah, I think they're doing a deep
not that
dive.
the field of stars is so vast,
Imagine if you could go into space.
but that we have measured it.
John's wearing a Skeptic hat at the moment. I am all in on this. I don't even care. I'm really jazzed for it. From the award-winning studio of the two games you like the most that we did.
I want to be excited about this. It's not necessarily skepticism. Like, I'm judging it based on what I see. I want to be so.
You want to believe. You're like Scully or Mulder or whichever one said it. Mulder, I guess.
I think I'm like Scully, where like I'll hang out with a Mulder, but I need proof.
Yeah. I get you. I think that's fair. Look, there was color there.
I did see color. I was damn well shocked. Oh, they got the creatures from No Man's Sky right in the game.
Yeah, No Mansky. Oh shit, I'm so excited. Look at these towns. All kinds of color. Cyberpunk color.
I'm seeing more color than I've seen in past trailers.
Look at that red.
Okay, it needs to be multiple colors, Scott, not just one intense color.
It can't just be one really dark
like,
red.
look, red, man.
Yeah.
They got it.
Check it out. Gray, dark green, and red.
Now, the washed out works in places. Like, there's places when you're in space where it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's space, right?
Human settlements
Look at
throughout
this shit.
the
That's
galaxy
so
could
cool.
be at risk.
Combat looks pretty good from what I can tell.
You just saw 2 shots.
I know. That's what I'm saying. From what I can tell, there's not. It's not enough.
Okay.
But compared to previous like Bethesda things, that looked a lot better than usual.
Will change humanity forever.
Saw some weird alien animals. That's good. Lady in a dress.
This is where we belong.
I think that is probably the best trailer they've done yet.
I agree.
That's the most it has looked like an actual game that's going to come out on September 6th, 2023.
Yeah. Don't forget the date.
And
mark the date, John. Mark the date. We'll stay tuned for the Starfield Direct. Okay.
Give the date that you're going into space.
I'm going to be sad when it comes out and it's awesome and we can't talk about it anymore.
Well,
we
then
can
it's
talk
just
about
a known quantity.
Well,
Look-
yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at how bright and vivid the color in this game is, Scott.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
There's 2 colors, blue and brown. Oh, no, sorry, I take it back. There's a lot of color. Getting a real, what does this remind me of? Something.
He's got a butt in his back.
It's a little eyeball butt thing. I like this style actually a lot. Climbing Sim 2023.
Mission Impossible 2.
Oh, I am unapologetically fond of that movie because John Woo is one of my favorite directors, and I just don't care if it's not as good as the rest. I like it.
I like it. I agree. It is not the best one.
No, it really
But
isn't. But I like it.
actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
I just can't get over this little like butt boob creature that's hanging out with him.
What if his name was Butt Boob? That'd be funny.
This butt boob is a great name for a little creature like that.
Does that say "Don't Nod"? So it is a climbing thing. It's like Death Stranding Climb Edition. Maybe. I love this look.
It looks cool. I don't know if I want to play a game about climbing. There's really never a part in a game where I'm climbing and I'm like, this is the part of the game I'm happiest.
It's like a Uncharted minigame simulator or something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool.
Like, this is the part in every video game where I'm like, all right, it makes sense. I got to get from A to B, but I'm not ever really happy to be doing it.
Jusant?
Jusant?
Just Ant.
Just Ant.
Sweaty palms the game, says Venerak in the chat. That's good.
World premiere.
World premiere. They've been using that guy for 10 years. Secret.
I want to
mode.
believe that he's coming in and recording each one of these.
That developer is called The Chinese Room.
Yeah.
That water looks nice. If it's in game, I don't know if it is. Ooh.
Armageddon, the game.
Color. Yeah, sort of.
They walked that back.
Yeah, I walked it back.
Color. No.
What are we doing here? I'm kind of interested. It looks scary.
Yeah, this looks like a game somebody's gotta buy you.
Still Wakes the Deep.
Creepy name.
Don't know what to make of that.
I mean, yeah, it's a trailer. A lot of these are just trailers, which is a little tricky because it's like, you know, that game could be literally anything.
You see what I'm saying, though? About like, you could knock me out with a rock, wake me up and say, hey, we're still watching the Sony event. And I'd go, oh, yeah, right, of course, this is stuff Sony would normally show. I don't know why I got that vibe so much. She's like artsy kind of...
I just think that, like, it's all kind of becoming an amalgamation of the same thing, which is maybe part of the problem. Like...
Well, that's video games, right? Like, every once in a while, like, Viewfinder is the one that has the most, I think is going to be the most insane thing this year or next year or whenever it's coming out. Because it feels like it's actually a totally new idea. Whereas a lot of these are like, you want to hit stuff with swords and fight? Do you want to be cool? Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Hinterberg.
Welcome.
Hinterberg. We have dungeons?
There are dungeons down there?
Yes, this is Hinterberg, and we have many dungeons.
Hi.
Oh, shit.
I'm very excited to be returning as Johnny Silverhand in the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy
Never
mission
been more happy
and
than
introduces Idris Elba as secret agent.
It does sound like he's got a
Solomon Reed.
mouthful of rice or something.
It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player,
what's going on with his voice?
You'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and
I forgot to
rescue
take his
the
retainer
President
out
of
this
the new
morning.
United States of America. Expect a massive
Maybe he got
expansion,
punched on the set of
twists,
John Wick.
secrets, and plenty of stuff
He
to
got
do.
hit by...
I
What's
know
his
the
name?
team at
Jimmy
CD
Lee or whatever it
Projekt
is?
Red
Who's the
just
big
keeps
baddie
raising
in
the bar
the
when it
recent
comes to
thing?
telling cinematic stories in video games.
Hey, Rock 3
And I really
TS.
can't wait for you to play
Rockets.
it on Xbox Series X.
Thanks for
and
that.
S.
I don't think it's
But enough
getting
talking.
old. Like, I've
I'm
heard
guessing you wanna
recent
see for
interviews with him,
yourself?
and he hasn't sounded
And
like
so
this.
it is
It's
my
like
honor
he
and
got
pleasure
punched in the face.
to
and
give
he's-
you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty.
Maybe he just had his wisdom teeth removed.
Check it out.
he's so excited and he runs away.
Kind of love
There's
it.
gotta be a way out of this.
He sounds fun.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
I was the lady in that game. Did I tell you that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
didn't
played
know
lady the whole time.
V.
I decided.
I mean,
to
I
be-
was too, but I guess that's not really news.
No, you doing it is normal. Me,
I know about the
not so
bomb
much.
ticking in your head. And I can save your life. What's the catch? I need
In fact, I went back in there last week and I romanced what's her name finally.
Yeah.
I had a lesbian experience. I forgot her name.
Man's got 1,001 reasons
Kind of a crush
to want
on her. I
Myers
can't
as
think
a
of her name.
hostage. Sleeper
Pan
agents.
Am. Well, no, Pan
No.
Am's
Time to wake
the,
them up.
like,
Pan Am bugs me. It's the other one.
USA's tossing
The
us
one that
back
runs
in
the
day, huh?
the
Judy?
Judy. I like
Yeah.
Judy.
Get Myers out of there. Time to evac. Her safety is the top priority. Shit! They catch us out here with
See, this
I
is
really ended up liking Cyberpunk a lot.
I did too. So here's an example of forgiveness, right?
Yeah.
You finally
I
get in
mean-
the state, and then you play it, and then you're like, hey, And now we can call. Now I can officially say this was a really great game, and they launched it very, very poorly and unfinished and broken and terrible.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me.
I was hoping he had his English accent in this, but whatever.
The situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate.
Oh, that guy, that dude.
Pick your truth, V.
Come on. Got iron
The guy with the dreads. Did you see him?
Yeah.
I love him. I forgot the name of the group.
If I don't do anything and do it soon,
He was my favorite side character.
More than Jackie?
No, Jackie's. Wait, what? You saw Jackie? What?
No, I just said you said he was your favorite side character.
Oh, I even liked him more than Jackie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like Jackie a lot, but I like that guy a lot. But maybe it's because
I'm so excited for that. I wanted to play through Cyberpunk again. That's a good excuse.
Yeah, that game's great. I just want to go clear out all the secondary shit I never did, so I'm gonna work on that some, I think.
Every road has its thorn. Just like every home has some train.
Has a train in it. Every skyscraper has a roundabout. So, this is some kind of city builder deal. I bet it's City Skylines 2. Or whatever that is.
Get in before there's 750 billion DLC to buy with it. Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, they all went away.
It's nothing without
no,
you.
because you got to build it.
Oh yeah, I gotta come ruin nature. Yeah, this looks like... This is probably Skylines 2, if I had to guess. These are so... I wish I liked modern... Or a city builder set in modern stuff. I wish I liked it. I don't. I want ancient shit. I want magical shit. I want a combination of that. I don't care about... I live in this already. It's like... It's not interesting to me.
Wait a minute. Did you just use my argument against deserts for why you don't like modern city building?
I think maybe. I mean, I like cities, though. I don't mind things set in cities. I don't want to build these cities. I want to build ancient Roman shit and Pharaoh and things like that. Cities Skylines 2. All right, fine. That's fine.
I just wish they didn't turn into... I get too jaded about it when it's a company that's notorious for DLC, because it does make me say, how much is in the base product and how much are you saving for your 700 buy more packs that are going to come out?
Yeah.
And I don't know, because it scares me away from those games.
If you go and look at their Steam page for the last game, it's insane how much DLC is going on. I agree with you on this. Presenting some anime bullshit.
You're always so hard on anime, and then you're like, but I love it.
And then it also has a connection to what I'm going to tell you Thursday that's going to blow your mind.
Oh, are you playing anime games?
Kinda. What is this? Some more. I knew it was Persona related because look at that UI, dude.
The
Look at
UI is good.
90s ass looking Seinfeld logo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wonderful.
It's probably one of those Queen Sashimi. What's it called? The spin-off one.
Shin Megami Tensei.
That's it. I was right on it. I was right there.
People are now guessing you're playing Final Fantasy XIV.
They are incorrect. I will tell you are incorrect. Metaphor. Refancio.
Refancio.
Something like that. See? Fantasio. Metaphor Refantasio. I hate that name.
World premiere.
Queen sashimi. Sorry, you guys. I couldn't think of it. What do we got here? Clouds. A logo.
Cloud Strife. It's new Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Banner Saga. Ooh, I like those games.
Humanity's
Bo would be
cities
very
have fallen.
excited.
Yeah, he'll like this.
Our people's only means
They
of
are also
survival
owned by
is
Microsoft
to
now.
seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry.
Ooh, 3D.
You must explore this world.
Your last game
to
was
find
most
the
decidedly
origins
not
of this
three-dimensional.
evil.
We got Wolverine frogs in there. That's
Yeah.
great.
I mean,
And bring hope.
I'm
back
asking
to
for
our
more
people.
turn-based, I guess. Here we go. Co-op adventure, interesting. So was the other ones, if you played it that way. Oh, it's very action-y. This isn't turn-based at all.
Maybe Bo wouldn't be.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't care about this now. At least they're not really showing it. It could be stop combat and then do, you never know. It looks very side-scroll beat-em-up to me, but what do I know? Uh-oh, Mushroom Kingdom is
Together,
pissed.
You can save humanity.
Towerborn.
Now that sounds like a mobile game.
Yep, Towerborn. I hope there's no tower defense in that Towerborn. Also, I don't remember. At the end, it'll be Jason Bourne on a tower. Towerborn.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. So this is a exclusive, did they just say? What do we got here? What's that logo for those movies? In Exile. Oh! Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile?
No, this is
Isn't that the... That's them, though, right?
no.
No, they're grinding
The
gears.
future is full steam
This
ahead.
city is
Come
a
to the House of
miracle
Wonder.
progress.
Check out our statue that's
A
wearing
finely
clothes.
tuned,
Some steampunky stuff going on. Robots.
Oh my gosh, that's how I want to go places.
I want to. That's how I want to live my life. What is this?
But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
Rotten wood. I will hope this is called Rotten
If you
Wood.
resist my rule,
Wait, is this another? Now I can't remember the name again.
alter
Bioshock Infinite. is
No.
what it looks like.
if you threaten what I have built. There is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy
Shit.
you.
What's the Bethesda arcane game that I never remember the name of? Disordered, Disconduct,
Dishonored?
Dishonored. This looks Dishonored-y.
I mean, I don't.
But
Oh,
you're right about
yeah.
you're right about it feeling a little.
This looks like somebody played Bioshock Infinite and was like, I like a lot of what's going on here, but I want to change
Any last words
a lot of it too.
before my friend?
Go get him,
puts
Bob.
one in your scalp?
Clockwork Revolution
Oh, Revolution.
in Exile. That looks
That
rad.
looks like that could be cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it really does look. Again, it looks like somebody saw Bioshock Infinite and went, "This didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, so
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
all
just
for
make
joining
that
us.
game, but something else."
Today is a special day for me and the
Oh,
team.
hey, it's Phil.
It's Phil Spencer.
I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled.
These
at how
games are
Avowed
great.
is
This
shaping
is,
up for release next
this is the
year
long game for
from the
Microsoft, right? This is what they've been
RPG
planning for
masters
5-6
at Obsidian.
years.
In addition to
If these
Avowed,
games are good,
our studios will
you can't
deliver
have any more,
Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, Towerborn,
arcane
and
mess
more
ups, right? You
in
can't do that
2024.
anymore.
Yeah.
Later this month, players can look forward to
I don't know
Elder
how
Scrolls
Phil has
Online
time to do
Necrom
this
and Sea of
because he
Thieves
listens to
Monkey
Core.
Island.
How does he have free time?
Yeah, I know.
look to
It was almost 3.5 hours this last week. I don't know how. And if he listens to pre-show, it was like a 4-hour
Both
show.
built for Xbox
How on
Series
earth
X, S, and PC.
does he have time for anything else
We're
but
also
Core?
honored to share 14 games today.
He's wearing a Hexen
from our
shirt.
Creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws.
That
from
looks like a
Ubisoft
freshly
Massive,
printed Hexen
in
shirt.
collaboration
That looks
with
like a
Lucasfilm
deliberate
Games.
Hexen.
Yeah.
33 Immortals.
It's
from Thunder
shiny and
Lotus.
stuff from the press.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom.
That's a Capcom? See, I didn't know that was a Capcom game.
Thanks to our continued
That weird
partnership
Asian one?
with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to
How
premiere
many times
what is
did you have to
next
do that,
from the
Dick?
creators of Persona here in our
I know it'd
showcase.
take me a bunch.
We are focused on putting our players
Metaphor de
and game
Fantazio.
creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or
Dude,
over
I've
the
loved
cloud,
Hexen.
all gamers
That's
are
giving me
welcome
feelings.
here at Xbox.
He's when's
when it comes
who
to our
owns Hexen?
consoles,
who's
They
the
do.
Hexen?
They do
Your
now
feedback
because
on
it
two
was
fronts.
originally.
First, we have significantly increased our supply
Who was it they bought
of
that it
Xbox
came?
Series X,
Hexen was owned by
making it
blah, and it
easier
came back
for
to him,
fans to
and now they
find
own him
globally.
again.
Second, we know you've
Shit.
wanted more
Look it up.
storage with Xbox
Because
Series
that shirt
S,
has never
and
seen
I'm
a washing
excited to
machine
share
or a dryer.
We have some news there as well.
Which makes me think he printed it, which means I think they're gonna announce a new Hexen.
Here it is.
They'll probably do it at that is it id now?
So here it is. Hex and Heretic. Okay, Hexen and Heretic were both Raven Software. Raven Software is now a subsidiary. Hold on a second. Oh, they are. That's what it was. They're a subsidiary of Activision. Ooh, a black S. That's cool. They're a subsidiary of Activision. So if the Activision goes through, they own Hexen. That's the deal.
Oh, all right.
Because Activision owns it.
And now for the one more thing you've all been waiting
Oh,
for.
little Apple move
Prepare
there.
for the most comprehensive
We've
deep
got
dive
one more
we've ever
thing.
done for the
Wait,
biggest
I thought the
game
one more
we've
thing
ever
was a
built.
surprise, not something
So
you
sit
announced.
tight and enjoy
I think he's.
Starfield Direct.
See, that's actually good. He's not using it in the way Tim Cook and Steve Jobs do. He's just saying, "Hey, we got one more thing to show you."
I'm a fan of surprise.
John, I'm an alien and I have 4 nipples.
Oh my gosh, great.
See?
I am now fulfilled.
I gotcha. Oh, so we have 1 second.
Yeah, go to the bathroom, get ready.
I hope everyone has the shitter handy. Because gosh dang, they're rolling right into it.
Are we going to see Todd Howard?
I hope so, dude. In a jacket. Okay, I'm going to predict jeans, dress shoes, and a brownish jacket for Todd Howard today.
Okay.
And a nice shirt underneath, but the jacket will be prominent.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know,
Getting
we've been so lucky over the decades to make the
Their
kind of
logo's
games
cool,
that we love
you have to
here.
admit.
And that's thanks
Yeah, I do like
to
that
all
one.
of you, from the Elder Scrolls
And also, every
to
time I get a
Fallout.
glimpse
We
of some
love creating these
major
worlds
game
and planning
studios'
them
offices,
just as much
it
as you
kind of
do.
pisses me
And
off.
throughout all that time, we'd often talk about
Because
and
look at
dream
that
up
place.
the space game.
Yeah.
What if we could take that feeling of being who you
Look at
want
their
to be
conference
and
rooms.
exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go.
He's wearing
or what
2
you could
watches.
do.
Nope, one of them.
And
Those are
that
love
is
bracelets.
Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then.
Todd
with the
Howard
games
doesn't
we've
have
built,
time to
technology, and
have
all
to
of us
think
here in
about
the
what
studio.
wrist a
We've
watch
done
is
so
on.
much
He's
together,
gotta
but
just
well, we've
look and
never
go.
tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
We kid, but I like Todd Howard a lot.
I do too.
He's one of those game CEOs I find comforting when I see him.
Is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through.
Uh-oh.
Where you
Just
step
kidding.
into a new world and you get that feeling
It's a joke.
of unlimited
You all were
possibilities.
thinking it though.
Yeah.
You all
But
were
this time,
thinking it.
It's not just one
It was
world.
an easy shot.
It's over 1,000
Desert.
worlds.
Desert.
Because the
Oh,
choice
jungle.
of where to go, it's not
Desert.
ours. It's yours.
Desert.
And it wasn't
Jungle.
until now that we had the
Hey,
technology
here's the
to
problem.
create it.
Like, none of these planets look interesting.
They
From
do
the
to me
rocks at your
because I
feet
like this.
to the
I
mountains in
really
the
like the
distance.
dark. Like, ooh, shit.
the
This
people
looks
and
dangerous.
creatures that live in
I like
these
that vibe.
worlds.
My favorite
That
planet's
isn't
No
Things
Man's
can
Sky.
be dangerous
That moon is
with
actually
color.
there orbiting the
They
planet.
can,
Yes,
but
you
not
can visit it too.
not a lot of color.
Yeah, they
Realistically
can.
simulate the galaxy
I
around
just
you.
said it's something very arbitrary,
Our
impossible to
next-generation
prove.
lighting model uses real-time global
Just some
illumination
colors, all you need.
to light the world.
There,
using
that's
the
it. End
type
of
star
end of
and the
discussion.
makeup
Never
of the
need to
planet's
pick any further
atmosphere.
at that scab. Scott has the science.
We also have an all-new animation system.
I've run the numbers,
And
and
of course,
just
you
the
can play
little
it in
color
third
is
person,
way scarier than.
Hey, you like Pacific Northwest? That's what
and
this looks
you can
like,
play it
kind
in
of right
first
here.
person.
Oh, first person. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get real gameplay business.
Yes,
We love
this is the
exploration
gameplay.
and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe
Hell yeah.
even stumble
That
upon
look cool.
something unexpected.
I like physics with my rocks. Abandoned mine. Oh shit. I'm 100% in. I love this kind of shit. Big world, big open space. Kind of do stuff at your own pace. Go where you want.
I'll say the shooting looks a lot better than it did. I want to see more of it, but already this is looking better than what was shown previously.
Yeah, I agree.
And it does make me wonder if the rumors about them getting some help from the Doom team true.
We do love stuff.
Well,
and all
why
of the
wouldn't you,
items
right?
allowing you to pick everything up, and you can.
Of course you should do
Yeah,
that.
you 100% should. If everybody watched your trailer
is
and
the
went, the
hub
shooting
for
looks like
everything you're
shit,
doing, from your
and you
skills
have
to your
access to
ship,
the
your
Doom
missions,
team, you go
and
talk
your
to the Doom
Yeah,
team.
it's like the Destiny
love to
team
pack
getting
a
advice
ton
from
of
the
detail
Diablo
in
team when
every
you're doing
object,
loot stuff.
from
Like,
all of your
we don't need
weapons
shooting help. We need loot help.
Spacesuits to food.
We need
obsess
itemization,
over the
right? So you go to them.
details and food. We
Oh
obsess
shit, that
over
looks
food.
good. Oh, we're gonna have a whole new conversation
When
about
you're
who
done
has the best
exploring,
looking video
you
game
can
food.
walk back or fast travel
It
to
will not
your
be
ship.
this.
We
Hold
have
on.
companions and crew you can take
I
with
saw a
you.
really
I
scrumptious
left
looking
Bosco here
sandwich
back
there
in
for
my
a
ship.
second.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's
Captain
head out.
Howard. What?
Say your name.
So he'll say
What?
Captain
Like,
Johnson or Captain Jagger? Dude, Captain Jagger's badass.
Welcome.
Our mission
Welcome
was to
aboard,
convey
Captain
the
Jagger.
wonder
Hello, Captain
and
Jagger.
majesty of space
Touch my
exploration.
wee-wee.
To evoke the romance of the golden age.
What was
of
that
early
robot?
space travel. And we've been referring to this approach as
Could you please
NASA
restate?
Punk. This means a design language
There are
where the
no
tech
alien
is
life forms found
advanced,
here, Captain.
yet
That's all I
still
said.
looks grounded and
I like to
relatable.
run my
For
hands
us,
through
as
your
you
hair
said,
while you
contrast,
speak.
that's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
Oh, shit.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship.
It's killing me.
Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi.
Love it.
Where everything
Love
is
that look.
used, worn, and lived in.
Don't use this
Alrighty.
helmet. You will die.
It's
Why
like-
did we keep it?
It's got Nostromo vibes.
This is
Yeah,
your
I
star
do
map.
like-
It
I do
starts
like
with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and
Now scan it for
resources.
minerals
You can
like
choose a
your
landing
captain
spot
or like your
fast
shepherd.
travel to known locations.
Probe deployed.
Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy.
That's like me.
Zoom out even further to see
Barren
all the
but
systems
resource
in this part
heavy?
of the
Yeah.
galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones
Yeah, me
that are
too.
light
I
years away.
understand.
This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to
I
the
can
Alpha
fold a
Centauri
lot of
system,
space, but I
where
can't
we can
fold
find
that
the city.
much
That's a
space.
lot of
You're gonna need to
space.
upgrade.
Full. If you expect me to fill this much space, you're gonna have to. Oh, this cannot come soon enough.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course.
Legitimately
while we
excited.
Chicago. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
I'm not streaming any of it. I just want to immerse myself.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards.
Oh,
now
that color.
see, this looks cool.
Because it's
Holy shit! They found color. They found interesting stuff to show.
Isn't it better that you have color when it's needed and not when it isn't? Like you're not going to overwhelm me all the time. You make it special and awesome.
No. No.
Why?
We try and tell as many
Because that's
small
not how
stories as
the
possible.
world works.
Yes, it is. There are drab places and
It's
there
a
are
few
beautiful,
moments of
colorful
gameplay
places.
that make the space feel like it's full of real characters.
So
that are
when you're
going
out
about
in
their
the
day-to-day
shit, you're
lives.
like, oh boy, this place is a desert. Then you come home and you're like, man, look at the motif here.
But the basis of the game is exploration, and when you flip through a bunch of planets and you go, you're going to explore this, and they all look like washed out shit.
Well, we don't know that.
Like, that defeats the purpose of washed out, of like wanting to explore. It's like, well, I bet it's going to look washed out like the last planet.
Yeah, but if you're going there because you got a job, there's a reason. You got shit to take care of. It isn't just a No Man's Sky it, right?
Biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien.
Oh my gosh, I
And I'm
can't
certain
wait
one of them
for
reached out
this.
and spoke to you.
I want to escape into this and bury myself in it.
The artifact.
In space.
If you
In
could place it
space.
on the table here.
Bury me in space.
Bury me in space. Put my body
Look at how it's
in
coming
space.
together.
Do you ever kind of hope that, like, by the time you die, we're at a place where they can do cool stuff with your body, like
Oh, hell
blast
yeah.
you into space?
Hell yeah. I've said before I wanted to put my my ashes in brownies.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad I fixed that sentence for you.
Yep. Yep. I was getting concerned on where we were going. But
I wanted to be fed to old people at like an old folks home and have them not know it.
That's weird.
It is weird. I know. But
That's kind of dark. Would they know?
no, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know.
There's also Vlad.
I mean, they need to know, or else we're doing something very illegal. But part of me wants them not to know.
And Barrett.
What I hate about these pirates. Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
Nope, we got a jokester on the team. Yeah, but instead, if they could do kind of cool space stuff, I'd be happy to do that. Sprinkle my ashes on a weird bush out in the middle of this. See, look at this planet, dude.
That planet looks cool.
All of them
This planet
do.
looks okay. That looks mean.
That looks like a place you'd want to go and hang out. New Atlantis.
Yeah, that's the first place they showed that I said I wanted to
human
go.
settlement in space. The people who live
That looks
here
like a
tell
cool
you
English
law,
teacher that also has a lot of
discipline, and
tattoos,
the
but is
legacy of
otherwise looks like a
humanity.
nerd.
They consider
Like,
themselves
what's
the
up, kids?
true
I'm gonna
children
teach you
of Earth.
about
You ever think of joining up with the
Atlantis, the first
of the
human
United
city in
Colonies,
space.
even get your
Hello,
UC
fellow
citizenship?
gamers.
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the
Ooh,
United Colonies.
that flower wants your blood.
The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day
Sidonia,
serves as the
Jesus.
I love Mars
mining
shit.
facility for the United Colonies.
Put me in Mars every time. You know what? I clearly have a love for the aesthetic you hate.
Beyond the United Colonies' reach,
And I
you
think that's
might
great.
find
It's good for
yourself
core
in a
because
much more
it
wild and
makes us at
independent
least
coalition
face
of
our
star
biases,
systems.
right?
Well, also, not everybody is the
Freestar
same.
Collective
Like,
Space.
people are dunking on me a little bit because everybody's here. It's a big surprise.
capital
Is
of the
hyped
Freestar
about
Collective
this stuff.
is
But, like,
Aquila City.
there are plenty of people that are skeptical about this
Inn
game.
is
And
an
I think
Aquila
it's
City
good that
fixture.
they get people that speak to them as well.
No, healthy skepticism is required. And I think it's good.
Neon started out
Those
as
were
a
Space
fishing
Cowboys.
platform.
I
know.
Now known
Benjamin in the
throughout
chat
the
said
system
Cowboy
as a
World,
pleasure
and I
city
took his
where
text
almost
as law, and I was
anything
like, they have a
goes.
planet called Cowboy World? Awesome.
This definitely is
I'd be all in on that.
Sometimes when you go between talking to you, watching the trailer, and chat, you...
Hold on. Back that up. What the hell did
Hold
we
on,
just
I
say?
just saw the coolest planet.
Everyone's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Oh, shit.
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty
Oh, I
of
wanna go to lunch with
unclaimed
this
systems
guy.
to explore, but these areas are also
He
home
seems
to the most
great.
hostile factions
Doesn't
in
he?
the galaxy.
I'm a big first impressions guy, and that guy looked like he'd be fun to hang out with.
All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
Oh shit! This kind of stuff.
The galaxy
This stuff is awesome.
They are wrong.
This is the stuff I want to see. I'm gonna just say, like, so far this has been a lot of win.
Starfield, we're pushing our
Them
cities and
lasering
further
a
than
rock
we've ever
and
have
it slowly
before.
crumbling
It's
to the
all
ground.
Yeah.
Did not do much for me.
No, those
this
are
is doing a
baseline
lot
things.
for me.
Yeah, those are just baseline things. You as a story guy, they're giving you a lot here.
Ready to get out there?
Yeah, I am actually. Well, look how realistic these two characters
so
are.
many
Oh.
things to see and stories to experience.
We need to tighten up the
The most
graphics on
important
level
story
3.
is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation.
I got another one I
and
need
think people are
designed.
going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
Oh, I love concept
One of the
art.
biggest overhauls was
Could look
done
at it all
through
day.
our character generation
We're gonna
system.
take this
We
really
scanned a wide
colorful,
range of
cool
faces
art,
from different
just
age groups
grab it
and
all down.
ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the
That guy's
game.
one of those people you
So
can
any
turn him
character
upside
you
down and he's
see
the same
almost always is a
both ways.
character you
His
could make
haircut and his
yourself.
beard are identical. It's no offense.
Hey, come on. Come on.
You gotta do what you gotta
okay,
do. No
take
offense.
it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are?
Everybody's a
You know the crew
yuckster
for
in
Argo
space.
Extractors? Ring any bells?
How you relate?
Any of this look familiar?
Oh wow.
You
could
start
be
your character
anybody.
creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records.
John
You'll pick
Cleese.
from a
You could
lineup
be
of
John
40
Cleese.
presets, and that'll be your starting point.
Finally.
Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to
I like
be.
future
This
underwear.
new
Look at that
system
stuff.
has more to offer than ever before.
I'm really hoping there's some
It's also
cool
the
armor
simplest
at some
character
point in
generation
this
system ever
game,
had.
because
We
right
let the
now
player get as
everything
close as
everybody
possible to make
wears
whatever they
looks-
want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together.
Disagree.
The dermaesthetic and makeup.
Oh, stay on that
blemishes,
mustache. Go back.
scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Oh, jeez, that's creepy.
Character creation is more than
See,
just
look,
how you
flip
look.
his beard
This is
and his
also
hair,
where you start
same
to
guy.
decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
Look at that armor.
Backgrounds give you
Has
a bit
the
of
chat
backstory and
descended
start you out with three
into
basic skills.
Starfield versus Star Citizen? One
know,
is
the
a
crew
game
still
that's
has a
coming
betting
out in
pool about
September,
which
and the
restaurant
other is
critic you
never
must have
coming out.
crossed to
Yeah,
wind up
or
let me
backgrounds
just
is you never
illustrate
know
the
when
key
yours is gonna
differences.
come in handy.
Yeah.
You could be
One
in the
is a
middle of
video
fancy
game.
restaurant
Yeah.
talking to some guy,
One is a
and suddenly
marketable
you learn
The
product.
other is an
to help
investment
track down a monster.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the
that a
option to
hooker he's
customize
talking
your
to?
build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits
I
are
mean, I don't
completely optional,
disagree.
And they come with their own advantages
Yeah, work with
and
the professionals.
Kids
disadvantages.
stuff. What the
You could
frick
choose
is
to meet your
kids
biggest
stuff?
fan.
Is that what it said?
By Vectera, by Vectera! Is it really,
Oh, no.
really you?
He'll join
Ooh, I
your
hate him.
crew and he'll give you gifts.
He is not joining my crew.
Nope.
Is this an
I
option?
can't
Nope.
believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air.
No.
You are not coming on the ship, bud.
Don't. You're not on the
It's
ship,
kid
buddy.
stuff.
Forget
You have
it.
to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
You
Honey,
can
we
visit
got
your
ourselves a
parents.
visitor. Oh my God.
Me supporting my
Came
parents,
across some
that'll be a
hostile
nice
zealots in
change.
space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes.
Get
Off
rid of
we
that
go
trait.
to
Did they
another
bring that
adventure.
guy? Oh,
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Shit!
man. I was just gonna not bring him. They brought him and then executed him on a alien planet. That's way more hardcore.
They knew how annoying he was.
Okay, hold
Once
on.
you've built the perfect
This might be the
character,
greatest
that's when
video
your
game
journey can
ever.
really begin.
It might be.
We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new
wearing
skill
a-
system.
It's a tennis
Each
hat.
time you level up, you
Well,
get a
yeah,
skill
he was
point,
busy playing tennis before
which
this
can be
interview.
used to
Wow.
unlock
The
or
Bethesda
rank up
tennis
skills.
courts.
They're
Ranks are
like,
unlocked by completing
Frank, you gotta go do your interview
challenges
today. He's
associated
like,
with
that
that
was today, but today was my tennis day.
Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to
Ooh,
higher
gorilla
ranks.
challenges.
I'm a level 3 monkey.
With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
Sure is.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Same. Mind control aliens.
Yep,
Boost pack
John.
out of the gate. I'm boost pack.
Now,
Yes, aliens.
now, how much did you pay? $14 a month for Game Pass.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get
Turns out I will pay exactly the same.
Same exact amount of money.
This is good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now who cares about the shooting? I can just run up and punch the shit out of people.
Yeah, dude. Melee alive and well in your
I'm
Bethesda
very
title.
much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone.
I like
Favorite
stealth.
part about
Big
being
fan.
stealthy.
I don't like that hat
slowly
though.
Creeping
It's a
through
bad
vents
hat.
like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever
Got a
possible,
cool
I like
knife.
to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
You're gonna pay for boosting over me and dropping a landmine on me.
Yeah. Big
I'm
a-hole.
gonna make you pay.
Hey, they threw a grenade / thermal detonator in there. Snow? You like snow? You like fall?
Why does this look so
Exploration is a key
Because most
aspect
people like
of
this
all our
aesthetic,
games.
and you're like one of 3 that
Starfield,
don't.
There are full
One of
stars
3.
with new
All right, well,
resources.
the other 2 of you, let's get in the comments.
Our team worked
Drop
hard
everything.
to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA
There's
and a
something in my
multitude
can
other
of
sources to
Fresca
help
black
us
cherry
make the world
citrus that's
feel
making a noise.
First world
From the way we
problems.
approached
It's
planetary
making a weird
atmospheres
noise.
to the way we placed biomes
I don't know what
based on
dropped
the
in there.
planet's
It's not the
distance from
tab.
sun.
I don't mean to
Once
alarm
we
you.
had created a
Ray.
grounded
There's something
world,
in my can
we
of
could start looking at
Fresca.
all the things that make that world fun.
It didn't sound as dumb
When
as
you
it was
leave a
coming out of my
planet
mouth,
and
but
head into
now that you
space,
do it.
There's something moving around in my can of
navigating
Fresca
asteroid
that I
fields,
can't quite put
having
my
chance
finger
meetings
on.
with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring.
Real
the
curious
Very
about
alarming
dogfights.
to me.
Because dogfighting, they haven't shown it all really, but they keep mentioning it and then get jumping past it. So
It's all out
that makes
there.
me a little nervous that in space stuff is not great. But that's true of
Ultimately,
No Man's Sky
it's
and
about
others that are this
your
big in scope.
curiosity.
So I don't know.
Because whether
I can't
it's
tell.
on the surface of a planet,
Yeah.
the alleys of a city,
You can customize your
or
ship,
the
which is
vastness of
cool.
space,
I like
you
that.
never know what you'll find.
You'll never know what you'll find. I also like the ship design. I think it's cool. Oh, whoa! You can fly that shit? I didn't know you could get other ships.
Oh, look at him.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home. You can make.
I want to be
your own.
lead.
Well, now they're
ship
getting
artist.
into the
You'll be
ship.
blown away by the amount of stuff you can.
Dude,
do.
let me tell you the kind of
You can
artist
buy
I
a
admire
ship.
the most. It's
I'm
people
sure
who
you
can
can
draw
find something you
spaceships straight up.
Customize and upgrade that
I
ship.
yeah, I admire anybody who can do anything
And hire a
technical.
crew to keep
Yeah,
it up.
cars,
Like I am
ships, planes.
so bad at
It all
anything
starts in spaceports.
technical. Like it's a feat to me.
Same.
Every spaceport
Hard
has
same.
a ship
I
technician
just wish I
where you
could
can
do it.
purchase,
I have some artists I
sell,
follow
and
I just
modify
admire
ships.
to death.
Anything I can
And they
help
make
you
me
with?
feel bad when I see them because
Maybe
I'm
you
just like,
start
I'll
off with a
never
speedy
be able to
fighter
do
that's
that.
perfect for bounty hunting.
Not the way I
People
want.
that
You
can
might
do
round out your
both.
ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo
You read
missions, or even do a little
Batman
smuggling.
White Knight, right?
Yeah,
For
I
now,
loved
though, we're going to take our
That
starting
guy
ship, the
can do
Frontier,
such a good
and make some
like
changes.
character, but
You can
also
customize
vehicles
and
and
upgrade everything
buildings.
you see
Like
here.
his
Yeah.
art is
And you
so
have two
good.
ways
I
to
get
do
so
it.
mad about it.
He's
And it
incredible.
all looks like it was
Quickly
done with like a
upgrade
ballpoint pen.
systems like
Like
Yeah.
it's
weapons
just
or
so
shields.
cool.
Quick and easy
Or
stroke
you can
somehow.
deep dive
He
into
makes
the
everyone look
shipbuilding
bad.
mode.
And he writes the
Here you
damn
can
thing.
change
Freaking F that
anything
guy.
from the
Yeah,
systems to the look and layout.
It's
F
one of the
that.
best Batman stories I've
Adding a new
ever
habitat
heard,
module
and
can give
the
you more
art
room for
is
crew.
also incredible, and
Adding
it's all
cowling
the
can
same
change your
guy.
ship's
Look at this
overall
modular
silhouette.
approach.
An
Yeah,
improved
I'm gonna
grab
make
drive
something.
allows for longer distance
I'm
space
so
jumps.
in.
Cool in theory,
even
and then
fully
so
customize
poor
your
in
paint job to get the
reality. It's
exact
gonna be
look you
great.
want.
I hope that's as fun as that looks.
parts
That
you
looks
choose
really
to
fun.
build
And look
with
at all the
don't
color
just
options. You
affect
see
your
the huge
ship's
palette
stats.
you could choose?
They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting.
This guy
Or
looks and
for storing
sounds
and
like
displaying your
Colin
weapons.
Robinson's cool brother.
Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers
Oh
bring
my
their
gosh,
own look and
dude.
feel to every piece of your ship.
I can hear it
Do
now.
you
From
see
living
and hear it
quarters
now?
I definitely
to
hear it.
cargo holds, mess
He's the
halls,
one that didn't
and
mess with the.
control
He
rooms.
didn't get turned.
Yeah, he didn't become an energy vampire. He just decided to put art into the world.
Yeah, he decided to draw ships.
Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
You know, they say I expect him any second now. Just try to bore everybody.
Customizing ships is
That's amazing.
I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it,
That does look like a platypus.
Yeah.
where it had a
She had to tell me,
tail
but
to
it
it.
does look like a platypus now that she's.
Yeah.
And we've done spiders.
Okay,
we've
you have done
mechs.
too much to your ship.
Look at that thing.
The Optimus
Whatever
Prime.
Your imagination
Great.
is.
They work.
And while you can build
Autobots,
your home
roll
on
out
stars
to
the way you
space.
want
Oh my
to,
gosh, that's
you're
got
probably
some
not
Tears of the
only
Kingdom
person
vibes
who
going.
will call your ship home.
See, look, he's like Colin Robinson with hair and way cooler.
Yeah.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier
Do I get
is
to
fueled
romance
and
these
ready,
people?
Captain.
It's time for a passive
Some of the
rewatch
members
of
of
that
Can I
show.
romance
join you
everyone
on
on
your
my
journey.
ship and make it
These
a party
companions can
ship?
serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or
He
this
looked like
lead
Mr.
runs
Kim.
dry.
Each
He's
companion
dead.
comes with their own
But
guide
like US
for your ships
version of
and
Mr. Kim.
outposts,
Yeah.
as well as unique quest lines.
Look at this cowboy
Eventually,
feller.
Some friendships might blossom into romance.
Oh, yep.
shit.
They knew what I was thinking.
They know what John wants the most.
And if you're
What
looking
if
for a
we
little extra
held
help on your
hands
ship,
in
you can always
space?
hire
What
additional
if we
crew at
committed
spaceports.
coitus in
Got
the
any
manufacturing
room on your
room?
ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign
Can I
crew to your
turn
ship
it
or
into like
outposts,
the
and their
Enterprise?
unique
Like
skills
that's
will
my goal. I
affect
want to
how
have
they
a
run.
cool crew.
Yeah, you're building a crew,
That's
man.
just
And just
awesome.
like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field.
I
Take
do want a
Bosco, for
robot.
instance.
100%.
Yeah, I
He's
want to bring
designed
all these named
around
crew
the
members
core
and
basics of a
this guy
NASA
wearing a
machine.
red shirt.
Yep.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like. and
No, it
give him more
doesn't. It makes him look like a
It's
lerp.
a shame. Exploration
I like it,
requires
though.
so much bloodshed.
I like non-humanoid design
Using the
for
shipbuilding
robots.
tools and crew selection features.
They
in
don't all
Starfield,
have to look like
You'll be
people.
able to build
like,
and
give
captain
them
the ship of your
weird shapes
dreams.
and. Like, I like Star Wars take. They have some humanoid ones, but
And now,
I like all the
let's
weird
take
ones.
to the sky.
That's a pretty good ship. Whoever made that ship, that's a
It's a yeah,
quality spaceship.
Quality ship. You've done your job. You've done your work.
That's actually one of the areas
We're
that I
putting
think
you
No
in the
Man's
cockpit
Sky is a
of your
little
very own
lacking on,
spaceship
is I
and
don't
telling
think
you
that
that you
there are
can do
enough ship
pretty much anything.
in No
And that
Man's
is
Sky.
really cool for
Yeah,
us.
They
there's a
keep
fair-
adding them, but it's like one every couple
Space
of
flight should be exciting
like
and
big
dangerous.
patches,
and
and
you
Yeah.
should feel like you're in complete
It'd
control.
be cool if you
I
could
don't-
modify them. You know, do something to
yeah,
them.
the modular ship design is really
We've
cool.
extended
Yeah.
that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons.
It's Jackie Daytona.
It's a complex dance.
Regular human
between
bar.
your power-
They're all here.
power
all your
allocation system.
favorite.
Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
Yeah, it's pretty typical the way they're doing that.
Powering up the grab drives will shorten the amount of time it takes.
You got to
before
be
can
able
make
to
a
do
jump.
that because you know you want to be in a scenario where you have to say divert power to shields.
Yeah.
Like you're not playing a space
moving your
game
power
right
to your
unless
weapons
you
and
can
shields
say divert
means you're
power
ready
to
for a
shields.
fight.
Or weapons, or you know,
You
get
should
us out of
always
here.
be on your toes
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're not alone out there.
I want my ship to be a TIE fighter. No shields, all weapons and speed.
the kind of game I would easily, if it wasn't on Game Pass, I would just spend the $70. Let's go.
Specific subsystems of the ship you target.
It's not a problem. Ooh, I do like that. It's a little bit, you know what? Okay, I take back a little bit of my fear about the space stuff. They're letting you do some cool stuff out here.
Ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal
This is a true story I'm about to tell you, John.
Vessel and boarding their ship.
Oh, that is cool as shit.
Yeah, that is cool.
You know what?
You're all in.
10 out of 10.
10 on 10, as Bo would say. 10 on 10.
Not for the game, but for this feature. I gotta be careful with how I say this.
Ship,
I love the idea of docking with the enemy ship.
Empty your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
Nice euphemism, man.
But space is way more than fighting for your life.
I did almost
Just
yell
like
out
your
very
planet side,
excitedly.
There are
I love
plenty of
docking.
sights to see and stops
Yeah,
to make
docking.
on the way to
John's
your
a
next
big docker.
adventure. Like these massive star
Big
yards.
fan of it.
Yeah,
Always
big
have
fan
been.
of docking. Yep.
Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard.
Please make that
Let's see
easy.
about getting you a proper
Whoa,
ship.
dude, you got a little something on your.
Maybe you'll
oh,
dock
it's a
with a
tattoo.
gigantic battleship like the UC
You get a
Vigilance.
little bit of Chipotle you brought home with you there.
Man,
Look at this.
I want Chipotle so bad. All it took was you saying it.
For the stars.
I do too. I'd go for
Okay,
Taco
those
Bell
are
if I
some
had to.
weird ass
There are plenty
balloons.
of personal
Space
encounters to be
balloons,
had as
weird
well.
as shit.
Yeah, I
You
don't
can
like them.
hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
So they're on top of all
When I'm
this
playing, I generally
campaigny
go
business. They're making
I
freelancer.
definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them in my cargo hold that I have specifically.
Look at all their sandwiches.
I don't wanna
Oh
play the
shit!
hero.
Cheese
I
wheels.
wanna go
It's
out
cheese
and
wheels
start
all over again.
taking things
From
people
Skyrim.
as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection. In the
That
darkness
was
of space.
somebody is so proud of that transition. Somebody somewhere was like, guys, look, I did a transition of sandwich to planet.
It's like, guys, I retire in 2 weeks. Please let me have this one.
On your own.
Please let me do the sandwich transition.
That armor looked cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I saw some armor that I thought looked
It is
neat.
a Bethesda game.
I can't
through and
believe it.
through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked.
Why'd they
on
put a
zany
statue of me in the
adventures.
game?
Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a
Did they give
completely
you?
new
Did you
story.
give permission?
Human.
To use
We
my
thought we
likeness
were the
like
only
that?
ones to leave Earth.
No, but
That
it's
DNA
okay.
is so
I
present
understand
here.
they
It's in
felt
our random
inspired.
encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit.
So take away
Be the
procedural
first
generation.
one to see them all.
You take away procedural
Swinging around on
generation,
new planets,
and that is actually a hell of a lot of
exploring
content.
every inch
1,000
of
is a
mostly
lot.
untouched galaxy.
You'll never see that many in No Man's Sky, even though you could, but you never will.
I'll never see that many in real life.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
a little fear.
Stuck on this shitty.
Yeah, this
We're giving
brick
you
of
a
a.
massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
This is a section of the show where Scott and I just get mad about the planet Earth.
I want to go to space.
Why does our planet suck so bad?
So lame.
I'd even go to one of these washed out ones.
Hey everybody, we were showing you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just
What is this
take a
theater
little
room?
break and show you something.
you in Steve
a little
Jobs'
bit different.
brain?
You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world.
Does your
with
studio
our
have a
collector's
dark mode?
editions. And for this game, we've done a watch.
How cool would
It
that
is
be?
the Constellation Explorer's Watch.
Ooh,
this is the
is it a
watch that you
decent
actually
watch?
get in the game that acts as part of your
'Cause I'd
HUD,
wear
where it's
that.
the compass and then
I'm that kind of
environmental
nerd. I would wear this.
information. It connects to your phone.
I
to
did
give you
own the
notifications
GoldenEye watch
and
for a
other
while.
information, and we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care in designing this case as we did to watch. Our attention to detail and
I love shit like this.
But when you get it, it's a garbage bag that it comes in.
Used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon.
Is it
It's got an intricate
this is
locking
for like
mechanism,
whatever.
authentic, heavy,
What?
comes with a Constellation patch.
This is one of those
and the overall
Ultimate Edition deals, probably. You got to buy the $180 deal, and then
well, that's why the trash bag joke was made, because it does. It is a nylon bag, I guess is what it was.
Yeah.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship.
I do like the look of that. I'm a sucker for kind of that weird retro. Everything was like a off-kilter rainbow
controller
design on a thing. Like,
same.
Anytime I see a Hot Wheels car like that, my son gets it. Coincidental.
That's great. You're training him to be like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the retro aesthetic of the space stuff is totally my thing. So they got me there. Ooh, headphones too. But they're really pushing the hardware sale at the end here.
Yeah. Buy our controller.
Do it. Now the big logo. Nope. Some more washed out.
In every one
planet
of our games,
John won't
we
like.
always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life.
Carofano.
You want to know how I know it can work? Because I played the Outer Wilds.
Galaxy.
Yeah, I love that game. That's why you should be more excited about Avowed, because that's that same team.
Freedom
I know. I am excited about Avowed. I just said the melee
freedom
combat.
to experience both the exciting planets.
In my mind,
Doesn't
you
mean I
hated
won't play it.
In my mind, you hated it
like
so bad. You hated it so bad. You're gonna write a blog post.
I mean,
later.
that's what a lot of people hear. People hear one criticism and they're like, "Well, he clearly hates it, and I'm a bad person because he doesn't like
What's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content.
I was
itself
really
comes
afraid to
as
talk
the player
about, and I
explores.
think we might get into it this week on Core
Our
based
system
on
builds
some of
the
your
planet as
Discord
the player
messages.
approaches it.
I
We
wanted
stitch
people to
together
know that I
block of
liked
terrain.
Diablo 4. I
After
wanted to
that,
make
we
it
have
clear,
the
and I
system
knew I was
that
going to have
has
some critical
interesting
things to
locations
say,
for the player to
but I did
explore,
not want to bring
creatures
up that
to
I think it's
encounter,
the buggiest game Blizzard has ever made.
Oh my gosh,
Because
that-
I thought that if I did,
It
people
allows
would
us
just
to
assume
add
that
that
meant
touch
I
of
hated it. But
environmental
there's a lot of
storytelling
jankiness in
There's some
Diablo
jank,
4.
and for me, it mostly was in Act 5 and so far 6. Act 5 was a bug fest for me.
If you could take
I
care of them
redid
for us, we
one
would be
quest
in your
about
debt.
10
So
times
even if
because
your
it was
friends were
bugged.
to visit the same
And it
planet
didn't matter
that
how
you
I logged
had,
out or
you
what I
would have
did
a
or
different
it
story
didn't
to
matter.
tell.
It was always bugged, and that finally cleared for no reason. Like, yeah, that really bugged me. We'll talk about it Thursday, but it was annoying.
Yeah. I had a room where enemies just would not stop spawning infinitely.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Eventually it was just like, okay, I guess I'll just leave.
Yeah, just leave this room. Oh my gosh, look at that poor guy. Oh! That's great. I saw that earlier in the ship, but I thought it was a fluke. That looked like a cool animation to die. Feels
Yeah,
like a-
combat, it looks a lot better than it did for sure. Although, is there like going to be a
It's completely
reticle
up to you
for the gun?
how you want to
It looks a
interact
lot
with each
like
planet,
we're just
whether
aiming.
you want to explore and see what you can
in
find,
first-person mode, maybe even in third, there's got to be a
resources and
reticle. I
be
feel
on
like they're
your way.
taking it out of these shots just to make
or
it more
simply take in
immersive,
the
but maybe.
views.
Yeah.
With the help of your scanner, you'll chart.
Oh
to
yeah,
your
Bo
chart
did get a
and
glitch where he
discover
couldn't
exotic
attack. He had to
wildlife.
just teleport back to town.
Oh, right, where he was laying on his back and
have the
flailing around.
skills, you can even
It happened on the
figure
show,
out that certain creatures and
didn't it? In
plants,
post-show or something.
You can build an outpost.
I've had
and
T-posing
produce
enemies.
resources
I've
from those
had
plants and animals.
stuff that
You
just
can
walks.
get
I was talking to a
experience
quest
and
NPC and
rewards
another
for fully
NPC
surveying
walked through
planets
them.
and fully
Like it's
surveying
not
the
end
whole
of the
system.
world stuff. It's just stuff you usually don't see in Blizzard games. And
Yeah.
When we were
Like, I
concepting
think
these
there's.
creatures, we really
It's
wanted
worth
to think of them
noting,
as
but it doesn't
natural to
ruin the game.
environment. We didn't want alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife.
They were. Ugh,
Something you've never seen
these are
before.
nasty. Oh, I love creature design. Look at that.
When it comes to our
Bonapus.
exteriors,
When the sun
Anyway.
Bonapus?
Yeah, Bonapus.
Yeah, I don't think you get to name him in this one, but that would have been a good name. For
I'm
him.
naming this guy
Our biggest goal for
Bonapus.
lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use
Forgot what I was gonna say.
lighting and color to really
Something
make it
about
feel more
I had one
cinematic.
where I walked out of the room and Donan and some other NPC or walked into the camp and they were talking, and I needed to hear that because it was a lead up to the thing. Then I talked to him and they said, all right, go over there, I'll meet you there. I then get on the horse, I check the map shows a yellow marker, I head to the marker, halfway to the marker disappears. I'm like, wait a minute, am I supposed to just go guess? I rode around for a while, couldn't find it, went back to camp. As soon as I walked into camp, heard the exact same dialogue between the NPCs again and had to talk to him again and then choose it again. It's weird shit like that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's stuff that's present in most open world games. Doesn't make it
After
okay.
some
I'm not trying to say
exploring, you can
like
find a
they
spot
should
to set
be
up a base camp.
necessarily forgiven. It's just
Outposts can be
usually
built almost anywhere
the
on
theming
any
is
planet.
Blizzard like, hey, we don't do
And the
that.
habitat
We
modules
do a
come
lot
in
of
all
polish
shapes
and a
and
lot of
sizes,
making sure.
filling all different
And
purposes.
this is
You can
notably one
even
of the
live in them.
buggiest games I've
Assign
ever seen
crew
them
and
put out.
companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses.
So
and
these
set up
outposts are a
extractors
little
to harvest
like-
resources while you're away.
These
Something
are
cool we
like
have this time is we have a new flight
Skyrim,
cam,
or sorry,
where
Fallout
you can toggle
4.
between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps
Look at all
plan
this.
out
You're
larger
building
parts of the
outposts, and
outpost
they're
placing
mining
those
cool
larger
shit for you
halves.
while you're gone.
That way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Now I
Okay.
can live here.
Now I can come to this shithole anytime.
bring me the crew.
You can assign crew to work it. That's cool.
There's a cool little robot.
Yeah, I liked him. Oh, that's where you're making your space weed.
Hey man, we're gonna have a good time.
We're making red. What are they calling our RE? Red.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any
what are they called?
resources
Herbs.
you find
Red
or
herbs.
already have.
We're making red herbs.
Herbs only
Mod your
exist in
weapons to
Resident
adapt
Evil.
them to
Yeah,
your playstyle.
it's the only place.
Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players
Getting
out
a
there
real-
will surely need a suppressor.
A real good shooter vibe. I'm telling you.
You can
They
also
don't-
choose to go
maybe they'll blow it,
hands-on
but that
with
felt
melee
that looked pretty good. Let's see melee.
That looked good. I mean, you got it, but like
I think it's always a
it didn't
delicate balance
before,
between,
right?
like,
Like
what's
not
realistic,
making
what's
it up
sim, and
that
what's
it.
Hollywood. And
Oh
think
no,
it's
I
different
agree.
there
I
on
think
the
maybe
side
some of
like,
this was
what's
late
fun for the
development or
player.
something. Like maybe this is what the delay was about. Was
With
beefing up the
Starfield, we
combat.
completely overhauled our combat.
No,
It's more
well,
dynamic, the animations are more clear.
I think
Maybe
we
they
just,
changed their combat. We overhauled our combat. Okay.
It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before.
You want to
A lot
say?
of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many
Ooh,
factors.
got
to pay
shells
attention to
flying
when
off with low
engaging in
gravity,
combat.
dude.
You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
I mean, I'll say this. This either by the nature of
Zero
being
gravity
able to show
environments pose
more,
a different challenge.
by the nature of
Firing
it
a
being
ballistic weapon
closer
in
to
zero G
coming
will
out,
actually push you backwards.
because of the delay,
Energy weapons,
looks a
on the other
lot
hand,
better than
offer a
what
more
they've shown
stable
in the
shooting
past.
experience.
and you know,
also
maybe
have
we
mag
believe
weapons.
Phil Spencer when he said during the Redfall interview, because when he was kind of talking about that, he talked about Starfield too, where he kind of mentioned like we kind of ignored their needs, which is something we didn't do with Starfield, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that sounds good for Starfield, but maybe they gave it the time and attention it needed, because this looks a lot better than what they showed last time. A lot better.
Yeah, I agree. They've shown so little before. I'm glad they finally pulled it all out and said,
Starfield's got you covered.
we've got you covered. I like a good pistol combat if it's done right.
I do. I'm a big fan of, like, I just like pistols in games, and if I can run through the game with a cool pistol, I will.
Oh boy. Space
It
Rex.
doesn't work great against a T-Rex.
Ooh, a little sword action. They showed that gun like we should know what that gun is.
Look at it.
Look at this weapon you are familiar with.
It's glorious.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
shit. Well, found the
Chased
part I'm
by
not going to like.
drone robots.
Don't like them.
Oh my gosh, he's gone.
Yep. Celebrate his life while you can.
The Force?
Ooh. We know space power. We got space powers?
Thanks again for being with us today.
feels like a
We are
little
just
hint
so
of
grateful
more to
that you've taken the time and spent it here.
He
I know
touches
there's
a
probably lot to
singularity
take in.
robot.
There's a lot to the
Gives
game,
him
even
the
more than
power
we
of
could show
force.
here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and
Those
special
same two
moments
people have
that
walked
only a
past
game
Todd
like this
Howard
can bring.
5 times during this
When
video,
I think about
and
what makes it
I'm
special,
freaking out.
I don't
it
like
really
it.
is the people here.
Something is
This game is a
unsettling.
I think they
reflection of the
staged it.
and passionate
There's still
team that
not
made it.
everybody in the office. A
All
lot
of
of
them.
remote
They've
going
been
on.
replaced by
Special of
replicants.
themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite
There they are
moments.
again.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration.
By the way, yesterday
every
was 5
biome
years
is
from
different.
the
word
moment
that
they
comes to
announced
mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode
Starfield.
to take rock star photos.
And they announced
I just love that
Elder
constant
Scrolls
feel
6
of
that same day.
discovery, and wow, I can't believe
And we
that
haven't
there's
seen
more
anything
here.
since.
I'm
Well,
most
yeah,
excited
they
about
said
our
at that though,
outpost
where it
building
was like, this is a
systems.
long ways away.
My favorite part is every
Like
time
they
you step
announced
out on
a
planet, it's
picture
unique
and a
experience.
theme that you knew was gonna be the theme. Like
You spent all this time
And
building.
that
I think
felt-
it's safe to
and
say
you
we
see
still
it
got a
on
long way.
the
Yeah,
web.
and this was
These
pre-acquisition,
things
so
are
that was kind of, it
gigantic.
felt
It's
not
the kind of thing
desperate,
that
but
you
it
just
felt like
can't
them
get
saying,
anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower
don't
over
worry,
in the distance and
everyone,
going, I know the
we make
gravity's
the
low
thing you
here. I
want
think I can make
somehow,
that jump.
eventually.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships, audio design, planets, the day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending, Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of
Okay,
worlds we
it's like
created.
one lady.
Sniper
Let's have a
rifles,
little
come
more
on, lever
ladies.
action, rocket launcher, brain sprout.
Dude, that guy looked like he could put some beers away. Oh,
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
that looked cool.
The thing that
I'm
I
with
enjoy
him.
most about the game is the freedom to be who
What?
you want to be, do what you want to do.
I'm sorry, what?
It's
You
what
just
you've come
lounge
to
on a
expect
beach,
from
man.
Bethesda title, but on a
There's
much
beaches in
bigger scale.
space.
I guess.
Get up there, get some space beaches.
On behalf of all of us,
That looked a lot
we
like
can't wait
the
for you to
Bethesda
play
logo.
Starfield and make your
That
own
space
special
anomaly.
moments.
It's the last dandelion.
I'm so ready.
I'm gonna say this as the skeptic. I'm infinitely more excited about this game than I was.
It did a good job, did it, of giving you.
I think it did. This went from a game where I was like, yeah, we'll see, to a game I'm gonna be excited to play when it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the edition with? Okay, premium. Fine. Constellation is how you get it. How much is that shit? I want that watch.
Money.
You want money?
It's money costs.
But Game Pass.
They are doing early play if you pre-order. I wonder how that's gonna work with Game Pass. Like, are you?
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, cause
Oh, that's sneaky.
does it kind of undercut the Game Pass thing if you have to pre-order somewhere? Like, I don't know how that works.
Well, maybe they. Oh gosh, that's an interesting question. What maybe Game Pass is just immune to that, and if you have Game Pass, you're playing it early. But they need to probably get out and say something about that. Oh, I forgot they showed a Star Wars thing.
Monkey Island.
Yeah, you're gonna play that again.
I love the Monkey Island game.
Dune. You should read Dune.
I
Because
should.
They spend more time on other planets that aren't dirt. Oh, I love Dune.
But that's all I ever see. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean by an outsider's perspective. Like, people who've read it and know it know better. But as an outsider, it's just like, okay, a sand planet with worms on it, and that's all there is, but people get really excited about it.
They're the iconic, the two most iconic things about that, I guess, visually, are the worms and the sand.
It'd be like somebody who doesn't know anything about Star Wars is like, oh, that's the thing that's just laser swords all the time, right? Like,
Yeah. I gotta say, that's a pretty good presentation.
yeah, I thought that was all right.
I liked it a lot. I found it more exciting and interesting than I did the Sony one. And people are going to say, well, that's because you're biased, Scott. No, I'm not. I know what I like, and that showed more of what I like.
I mean, I've got goldfish memory. I don't remember the Sony one. I remember being excited for stuff at the Sony one.
Yeah.
I'm excited for stuff on this one. So to me, I think I'm probably more in an even headspace. Where it's just like, yeah, they showed games, like, but I've tried to get myself less thinking about like, oh, this is the Microsoft show and this is the Sony show. It's like, just show me games, because we're at such a spot where everything comes out on everything. There is no exclusivity, that I feel like you just have to treat it as game trailers, and who cares who's presenting it.
Yeah.
And then, figure out what system something's going to be on when it comes time to get it. So
yeah,
that's kind of how I feel on it.
I don't think you're wrong to say that. I think, let's see, I'm trying to see if anybody's got pricing yet on that game, just because I'm so curious. But I think they are really counting on this long term. Whoops, let me do that. Sorry, chat. This long term plan of, we invested a bunch of money in developers, and Redfall as an exception, we want to now start rolling out the shit we've been promising with those acquisitions. And if I got anything out of this was that of like, all right, we're finally ready. These things take a while, and now we're here where we actually have stuff coming out. One of them, a huge one this fall, and we're going to put our best foot forward with that. And I think they did. And I really think Microsoft and Xbox need a huge hit, and Starfield could be it. So I don't know. I'm excited.
I hope so. I hope it is, because based on what they showed on that, if they can deliver on what that game now looks like, and it can be good, that looks like a hell of an experience.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I'm on board with it.
Not bad at all. Oh, so that Microsoft Series S Black Edition is a terabyte of storage. That'll make some people happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Because the base model is a little low on that front. I think it's got 800 meg or gig. Meg. That'd be bad. Anyway, from what I can tell, some of these, like Cyberpunk, obviously is coming to everything it's on. But Clockwork Revolution is, I think, exclusive, but will be on PC, obviously. What's the other one? Forza obviously is theirs. The Hellblade 2 is theirs now. Flight Simulator's theirs. Avowed is theirs. Outlaws, I think, is everywhere.
Yeah, I'd imagine that would have to be, right?
Star
Ubisoft
Wars
tends to be everywhere.
Yeah, and that's all they have in here so far. But I think that's the other thing. It's just pound for pound, there were more quote-unquote exclusives shown here than Sony did. Sony showed a lot of third-party without really saying it.
Yeah, it's still hard to tell, and I feel bad because after the Sony press conference, I said, like, oh, Microsoft's so much better at making it clear. And they still did some of that where it's like Game Pass exclusive and stuff like that. But like, even with their little dialogue, like, I think they still obfuscate whether or not it's console exclusive, which is a decent business strategy. Like, it makes sense why you do it. You get people who are watching it to think that it's exclusive to your platform even when it isn't. But I just wish it was a little more clear, I guess, on both sides. Like,
they all do
let
it.
me know what I need.
Yeah, they all do it, especially at their events. At other events, you're like, sometimes I'm surprised. Like I'll see somebody's side event and go, oh, that's coming to PC? Okay, well, I really thought that was a PlayStation exclusive, or I thought that was an Xbox exclusive, but you're right. And I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Like on the one hand, I think it's a little misleading, and I don't like that. But if I was either of these companies, of course you would do that. I'm like, why wouldn't you do that? You want to be the place people think of.
Exclusive, so they get your console.
Yeah, or at the least they want you to think it looks awesome here, and that's where you saw it first. So come here to see it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. That's all she wrote today. If you haven't had enough core this week, I guess this is technically like E3 week. Like we would normally have a ton of extra stuff, so I don't know why it's all feeling so weird to me. But it's because there's no E3, I guess. Like tomorrow, the Ubisoft thing's happening. We're probably not going to have live coverage of that, but we'll definitely do some talk about it on Thursday. And I think there's one other decently sized one, maybe EA or something coming up before the end of all this.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of them. I tuned into a couple here and there, and I think the big takeaway I've had from this whole thing is I think I was able to identify my issue with Jeff Keighley's bit of business. Is that it's not janky enough. It's maybe too professional. I tuned into that OTK event, not for all of it, but for a little bit of it, and saw some like interesting looking indie games, but I don't know if it was intentionally so. They're a bunch of streamers, so they should in theory be good in front of a camera, but it is doing something different.
Right.
So they might have been leaning into the awkwardness of it all. But seeing that gave me such a like nostalgic feel for E3, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think that's what's missing. Like Jeff Keighley is a very good presenter, and he's very good at putting the whole package together. But it's so like sterile. Like there's no mess. Like it's too clean.
Yeah.
I miss that kind of goofiness and kind of weirdness in those moments where you kind of go, ugh, a little cringy. Like, dragging out developers that are maybe not the best speakers to come out on stage every now and then and talk about their games. Like, I think that's an important part of it.
I agree. I kind of missed the jank of that. I didn't know this, but that one weird one we saw very early on, I think it was the first thing they showed, the 33-player raid thing.
Yeah.
That's the Spiritfarer people.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Thunder Lotus, that's who that is.
That's a wild shift from your first game. Wow.
Yeah. Top-down action game maintains gorgeous hand-drawn visuals of Spiritfarer, and the game supports 33 players at once. That looked interesting, but now that I know it's them, I'm even more interested, even though this is a total shift from what Spiritfarer was. Yeah. I mean, Spiritfarer was like, I don't know, I don't even know what to call that.
This is a very different experience.
Oh shit! I forgot I was logged into Diablo and it kicked me out. I quickly tabbed over, so I totally forgot I had shit going on there. Wonder if he died. Oh, please tell me you're not dead. And that if that boss fight is not like saved, and I got to do him again, I'll be so pissed.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be great.
It would be pretty great. All right. Well, John, that was great. I'm really glad you could do it today. And
yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yep. And we'll do this again real soon. Thank you all for listening and hanging out with us today. It is mucho appreciated. And we'll have more to say on Thursday, of course, and more conference coverage coming soon. So thank you all for watching. I will leave you now with something totally different. The remixed theme from The Adventures of Batman and Robin from the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.